What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today I have another LEGO set review. Today we have the LEGO Aston Martin. This is another Speed Champion set, of course. This is a James Bond car, and the set number is 76911. Recommended ages is 8+, and the piece count is 298. So, yeah. Of course, I've already filmed the Fast and Furious one, which is already on my channel by the time this video is up. But yeah, of course, this car I feel like is much more better than the Dodge Charger. This one is more sleek, much more cooler, and it looks much more nicer, and I have very few problems with this set. Rarely any. I really don't have any problems with this set. This is just a really cool car, and there's a lot of pieces that are new for me to seeing for the first time and are really cool. So without further ado, let's take a look at the James Bond minifigure. So here is the James Bond minifigure, and I think my only complaint in this whole video is going to be that they gave him a wrench as an accessory. Like, come on, man, it's James Bond. He literally has a gun and a bunch of other stuff. So yeah, and of course I didn't say this at the beginning of this video, but this is the Daniel Craig version, if it's not obvious enough. But yeah, of course, he comes with a wrench, which is like, really, man, he doesn't need one. Of course, you do get an extra black gun in this, which I probably will display him like this. But yeah, of course, that is much more fitting, but of course, that's an extra piece, and it doesn't tell you to do that. So there you go. Anyway, this whole figure is detailed to the max. It is a really good minifigure. The face actually looks like Daniel Craig. So of course, you could use this for Knives Out and a bunch of other movies that he's in. Of course, the Dom Toretto figure right here didn't really look like Vin Diesel, but I think it's alright. It's actually kind of a funny face. It's just like, really, man. It kind of looks more like The Rock, maybe. But anyway, the hairpiece in tan, I kind of wish I used it for my Ralphie and my Christmas Story Christmas video. I think it would have probably been much more better than the hair that I actually used. Of course, he has leg printing, which is really nice, and he's just an overall really cool figure. Of course, looking at the back, just some more suit detailing. So yeah, there is James Bond, and now we're going to take a look at his car, the Aston Martin. So here is the Aston Martin, and of course, this is new in my collection, but there are so many silver pieces in this set. Oh my god. This is such a really cool, sleek, and cool vehicle. Of course, I cannot show you the Dodge Charger next to this. I wish I could. But of course, I've already started working on my new version of it, which is actually looking pretty good. It is almost ready to, of course, the Ghost Rider mods are almost ready to be shown on YouTube. But other than that, of course, there are rarely any stickers. The only stickers are the door right here, which is pretty cool. And then you have this piece, which these are all replicated on the other side, mirrored. Of course, you also do have the bottom pieces, which of course is replicated. Of course, right here at the very top, you have another sticker. And of course, right here and on the back as well, you also do have a top sticker, and right here. Other than that, though, I think the rest are prints. The front right here are prints. The front right here is all prints. Of course, the backlights are also prints. And this whole hood piece is a print as well. This is such a really cool, sleek car. Have the exhaust at the bottom too, which of course is used by binoculars, which is how you use the spare gun, which is pretty cool. But yeah, there's one kind of play feature before we put James Bond in it. There's kind of one play feature that you can do. Of course, this is a pain building, but in the long run, it's actually pretty cool. So, of course, you get multiple license plates, which is really cool, because when he's undercover, you can change his license plates, which are pretty cool. You have this one, which is LU6789, and you get 2 of those, of course, for the front and the back. We'll take a look at the ones on the car in a minute. Then we got the BMT214A, which is pretty cool. Of course, almost kind of the same style as this one. You have this one, which is the BMT216A, of course, replicated again. And then, of course, the last one right here is the 4711-EA-62. So you got 2 of those. And then on the car itself, the ones that it tells you to put on is A426900, which is of course replicated on the back. So what you could do is remove the license plates and put these all on here, which is really cool. Of course, they ask you to put all of these on here, which is pretty annoying. However, it is on a silver piece, so that's kind of nice. Yeah, that's kind of the only play feature you can really do in this set, is you can change that. Also, you can put James Bond on the inside, which this does what the other one couldn't. It connects to the back. It's amazing, right? I know. Anyway, this is also a two-seater, which the Dodge Charger was not. And of course, there's, oh, I forgot. There's also a sticker on the inside right there, if you guys can see that right there. So yeah, of course, you can take James Bond and put him on the inside, which you can actually maybe fit other figures in here as well. Of course, fitting him on the inside, you can, of course, see before you put the roof on, you can also see to put it in park, drive, and stuff like that. And of course, we can put the front hood on, which is really nice. And of course, you can lean James Bond back. And there is a lot of room, so it can actually fit in here, which is so cool. Probably one of my favorite parts about this is that this is just much, I feel like, is definitely built better than the Dodge Charger. When you look at the Dodge Charger, you think it's cool, right? And then you get deeper into it, and there's a lot of flaws with it. But this one just looks awesome, man. Like, it's super cool. Of course, the thing that kind of surprised me when building this is if we take one of the wheels off. This surprised me. And of course, we take the wrench because it's actually kind of hard to get off. But if we poke through, of course, this piece comes off of the tire. It's super cool, and it's detailed, and you can actually maybe put that in someone's hand. So you could use this for an apocalypse, maybe. If you wanted to make Apocalypse Captain America or something, you can make someone hold this because it's attached to studs, which is really awesome. I love this. And it's super detailed. It doesn't look like it's Lego, but it is. It's the little stuff that counts, you know? And, of course, putting the wheel back on. And, yeah, that is it for the Aston Martin. And, of course, I'll give all my final thoughts, which is exactly what I've been saying this whole review. So yeah, let me of course get the instruction manual and the book, and then yeah, we're gonna wrap up this video. The instruction manual is of course the render again, just like the god-awful render that was the Dodge Charger, and of course it's actually a good render of Daniel Craig as James Bond. Of course, at the beginning, once again, you build a little bit of the car in bag 1. Of course, you get James Bond, and in bag 2, you build the rest of the car. Of course, the pages end at 84, and of course, you have all the other ads for Speed Champions. Of course, also the Dodge Charger. So yeah, and then you have all the pieces in the set. And yeah, and of course you can win a free Lego set if you give their feedback, and you get entered in a raffle. So yeah, time to look at the box. The box is branded under Speed Champions. Of course, you have the 007 at the bottom, and then you have the Aston Martin. Then, of course, everything on there. Of course, measuring the actual size of the Legos. If you go on the back, you have just a couple other shots of the car stuff. Not really any good looks at James Bond himself. But yeah, it's a box. Overall, this is a pretty good set. Not gonna lie, this literally has no flaws with it. I have no flaws with it, actually. It just looks really cool. I think the only flaw, and of course, as you guys can see in his hand, is the wrench. It's kind of annoying, but if you get past that and literally just change his accessory, you have a perfect car. This is better than the Dodge Charger. Of course, when you guys see the video, you guys will see how many changes I kind of had to do to make it really good. Of course, I made a better roof, obviously, because if you also try to put Ghost Rider in there with the roof on, it didn't really work. Now, this car is much cooler because it was built better. The Dodge Charger is bigger than the original, yes, but this is better because it just has more stability. It looks nicer, it's sleeker, it's cooler, and this is all the stuff the Dodge Charger had, but the top literally basically makes this amazing set. It connects. And you know how simple this is? Lego literally connects. They're building blocks. They connect with each other. They shouldn't be resting over stuff because kids are not... This is recommend ages 8 plus. 8 plus is going to be doing this and driving it around and doing James Bond type stuff. And Fast and Furious is one of those things that is off the walls. It's crazy. You got cars flying through buildings. And you got a bunch of cool stuff. And if the roof is falling off, like it's just like if you do this and if the roof falls off, it's not really a cool set if that happens. But I can do this all I want with the James Bond car. I can do the shake test and it'll be good. This is just built better than the Dodge Charger. And of course, they're the same price. This has fewer pieces, but this is just a much better car. Of course, this is just a much better car. This looks cool. It's sleek. It's awesome. People know it as James Bond, his car. And yeah, anyway, that's going to be it for my review. Of course, this is a pretty good set. That's going to be it for today's video. Of course, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys later. Peace out and bye.